Hi, new students. I'm really excited to meet all of my A-Day students tomorrow and all my B-Day students on Friday. I'm looking forward to meeting my advisory students first thing tomorrow morning. Before we get into anything, I thought I'd make a quick little video to introduce myself, the class, a reminder of the schedule, just some important things that you might want to know before tomorrow morning to hopefully make the transition into high school a little easier and to hopefully make tomorrow morning a little less stressful. So this class that I teach is writing workshop. A lot of people think that means that all we do is write 5-paragraph essays. We actually don't write any 5-paragraph essays. We will do a personal narrative, we'll work on cover letters and resumes, we'll do a PowerPoint presentation, we will work on children's books that you create, and we'll work on a website. So a lot of this class, we do a lot of big projects. So we'll do some small things leading up to our big projects to help you do a really good job on your big projects. I want to be very clear. For my class, we're going to be using Zoom. So a lot of teachers are using Google Meets because that comes with Google Classroom, but we're finding that Zoom is a lot easier to use. It also allows me to do breakout rooms. It seems to be easier on computers. Some people were complaining that Google Meets was making their computer overheat. So I just want to be clear about why we're using Zoom and that we will be using Zoom and not Google Meets, at least for right now, when we meet for my class. And then the schedule. So a lot of people seem confused about the schedule. So let's take a look. So every day you're going to start with this 30-minute attendance advisory period. At least for this week, for Thursday and Friday, you're going to do synchronous learning time. So that means that you are logging in and you are either in Meets or in Zoom with your advisor. And you're going to have a chance to ask questions. There might be activities that you do, and that's only for 30 minutes. As we move on, this attendance period, it might not be a full 30 minutes, or it might not be synchronous. You might just kind of log in and fill out something as your attendance for the morning. But we're still working on this as a school, so as we kind of make changes, we'll help you adjust. Every single day, your first period is from 9 o'clock to 10:20. Your second period is from 10:20 to 11:40. Then you have a 30-minute lunch break from 11:40 to 12:10. Then you have third period from 12:10 to 1:30. And then you have fourth period from 1:30 to 2:50. These sound like really long class periods. So when we're doing in-person learning, we have 87-minute classes. These are only 80 minutes. You shouldn't be doing Google Meets or Zoom for the whole 80 minutes. The purpose of the long period is so you can do some synchronous learning, again, where you're all logged in doing something at the same time, and asynchronous learning, where you're not logged in and you might be working on a task, you might be getting feedback from a teacher, it might look different depending on the class and depending on the day. So these long time periods should be almost 40 minutes of synchronous learning and 40 minutes of you get to do your stuff. And those times, again, might change, might be a little different depending on the class or what's happening, but that's kind of the general structure. Then I also want to make sure everyone knows every Monday and every Thursday are A days while we're in remote learning. Every Tuesday and every Friday are B days. Wednesdays, students have a half day. I'm not sure, I think that means that you're finished around 11:30. It's not going to be regular classes on Wednesday. It's going to be this advisory flex period time, and that means that you might actually meet with your advisory doing synchronous stuff. It might mean that you pick what teacher you need help from and you're meeting with them independently, or you're meeting in a small group, so not necessarily with your regular class, but maybe other people who have the same question and need the same help. And it could be on those Wednesdays, it's just time for you to get stuff done and get caught up because you have assignments that you need to get done. So Wednesdays are kind of going to look different depending on the Wednesday, and we'll let you know what Wednesday is going to look like ahead of time so you can be prepared. I'm really excited for the school year. It's definitely not what any of us thought it was going to be, but we will make the best of it. So good luck. Welcome to high school.